Welcome back, everyone. This is Mike with Door and Lock Tips. I'm going to show you how to easily make a key, an exact duplicate of a key. Let's say a quick set or any key really that you might have in your hand. Let's say the client gives you a quick set and they say, can you make a copy of this key? And you're out and about, no tools on you other than a pen, the key, and a piece of paper. How can we make a key from this type of material? Let's find out. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to take the key. They give you a key and they go, I need a key real bad, real fast. I'm going to mail it to them, let's say. That's the worst case scenario. Accommodate them. So you're 10 miles away and you say, okay, give me your key. You take their key. Watch how easy this is. I'll get a close-up of this. You take their key, you take a nice little ballpoint pen, and preferably a hard piece of paper, and you need a kind of a hard surface. You lay their key down, and you just draw around the outside edge, nice and easily, and hopefully your pen will work. And go ahead and draw the bow of the key, the head of the key, just for fun. And completely draw the outside line of their key. Now, I have not made a duplicate of this key. I've got a key. I grabbed one from a random bunch of keys I've got. So this is going to be a real test. There's their key. Now let's get a close-up of this, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Here is the key printed out. I used hard paper. I originally put it on some soft paper, and this paper is no good. So find something hard, some piece of cardboard or something. Now we're going to hold our depth. I have a bunch of depth keys I've cut up in all different flavors, different brands, everything. You should have these around, just in case you want to do a little outline here and find out exactly these spaces and depths. To make this easier, guys, I've returned to my shop now. I have just the paper. I'm going to show you what the original depth is on this key. Just going to write it up there. I've already stamped it on the original key, so I wouldn't know these numbers, but just for reference sake, to make it easier so you guys understand, I'm writing down these numbers of the exact original key that I traced on the cardboard. And we're going to see with my depth keys how close I really get to this number. Okay, let's go back to the show. So this key, this original key, that when you lay this down, here's the depth of the key. So we're just going to write it down. So the key original depth is 2, 5, because it always comes from the shoulder, 2, 3, 1. So that's what that is right there. So if you were to lay this down and you wanted to guess your way through this, a lot of you guys probably could. You can see the 1s and the 2s, but maybe not. So let's check it with some depth keys. All right, here we are. This is a number 1. I've already cut and stamped number 1 on it, so let's just check it out. Is there any number? Yes. Can you see this similarity? The first cut up here on the tip really isn't the first, it's the last cut. The 5th cut is a number 1. So we're going to write that down. So far so good. The depth keys are working and nothing else really lines up. And you can see none of the other numbers really work with it. So let's go to the second depth. Here's number 2. Let's just see. If I took the ring off, it'd be a lot easier. Now let's just see if a number 2 cut works anywhere. Oh yeah, you can see them things jump right out at you. Can't you? Can you see them? Can you really see them? Or am I just telling you you can see them? So this number 2 is definitely number 2. So this is the number 2. And, ooh, and this one's a number 2 as well. So that's number 2. Let's go to the third depth. Now you see the value of having some depth keys laying around. All right, where's the third one? Oh yeah, definitely. That second cut, which is the 4th cut right from the end. 4th cut from the tip. That is definitely a number 3. And nothing else. You'd have to, yeah, these are, okay, so nothing else there. We're looking for this cut right here, that depth. So let's see if number 4 even looks close. Boy, you could almost say this second cut could be a 4, but it's touching. You notice how the pencil line is right against the edge of this, and we know we want to be a little deeper. So let's go with the 5. And the 5th cut, oh my, that's it. That nails it. So you can see that's a number 5. And we'll go with the 5th, we'll go with the 6th depth, just for fun, just take a look at it. That's 5. So let's go with 6. The depth of 6th. No, way too deep. Everything's wrong. All right, we nailed it. We got it. So let's cut the key like this one on my ITL machine, and we'll see how it works out. I just put the code in the machine. That's the bidding, 25231. And I'm going to put a key down in the chuck. There it is. Let's go ahead and push cut. The ITL plunge cuts, and the cutter is carbide and it's angled on both sides. That's nice to see how that is. That blade will last a long time, especially just cutting this brass. So that should be the exact cut. Clean it up a little bit. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this nice little testing unit. We're going to set it back to factory. So these are some keys I just used for the factory reset. I had already tested the key out and make sure it works. Everything works great, but let's go ahead and just put this back. Turn it 180. Push till you hear it click. Pull the key straight out. Put in the new key, which is the factory keys. Make sure it's seated. Turn it. Okay, we're set. This thing's factory set. None of these keys should work. Just make sure. Yep. So there's our new factory cut code cut key. And here's the one the folks gave me. Let's go ahead and reset this. Put in the key, turn it completely horizontal. Click. Well, you can't even pull out the key if it's not been reset with this properly. Stick in the key that is code cut with the numbers on it that the folks gave me. Turn it. Let's see if the key that I copied right here on a piece of paper works. Oh yeah, it works perfect. There you have it, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends you can copy a key with a piece of paper, a pen, and a code cutting machine. You could even file this. You could take a file and work your way down with a file quite easily. You could clip that with the Leashy's little key clipper. You could do all kinds of stuff to arrive at that depth, but if you have a code cutting machine, which all you locksmiths do, all you need is a pen and a piece of paper, and you can copy anybody's key quite easily. And depth keys really help. This really made how easy it really works. Thank you very much, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends. And I'll have more wonderful door and lock tips like this for you coming in the future. Stay tuned. Tell your friends. Ring that bell.